There it is. Doesn't look so good in there. Oh. Positive to the wire, and let's go. Yep. Woo. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Gold Guy YouTube channel, and welcome back to another motorcycle related video. I've had this engine sitting around for a while. This is from a 1977 Honda CB500, and it came with the Honda CB500 that I bought about a year ago and haven't really done much to. Yeah, getting a full-time job and buying a house at the same time kind of just cancels out everything else you were doing. But I feel like my life is kind of stabilized now, so I'm ready to take on another project. And by another project, I mean, yes, the Honda CB500 is going to become something cool. You guys will just have to stay tuned to find out. But in the meantime, to raise a little bit of money for that project, I've got this Honda CB500 engine right here, and I'm going to be disassembling the whole thing and selling it for parts. The engine does turn over. I never had it running, but it seems like it could run. Doesn't matter, I'm selling it for parts anyways. I did try selling the whole engine for around $200, and I really didn't even get any offers. I think I got an offer for like 60 bucks. But it turns out the head, the cylinder are worth around 200 bucks on their own on eBay. Check it out. This is just part one, and the next part, which might take a while to come out, but I'll update you guys on Instagram when I sell each part. I bought this stainless steel cart at an estate sale for $7. I'm gonna be using this to put all the components on. And cats. Meet my new cat, Leo. He's a little kitten still. He's like 5 months old, and he's crazy. He's my little shop boy. But anyways, let's start ripping this thing apart, shall we? There we go. Nice. It's pretty clean inside. And now let's pull off the head. Pretty much everything on here is 10mm. Gonna try to do this in a crisscross pattern. These bolts are not very tight at all. There's one random screw in there. Came out easily. We've got one more rounded out screw right there. I'm gonna try out my little baby vice grips for this one. Yeah, this is a tough one. Forgot to get these out. Try to pop it loose. Come on. There we go. I spin a little bit. Oh no, it didn't. It just broke the head off. These little end caps here, these have to come off also. Come on, don't f*** with me here. There we go. Thank you. Guess there's another bolt right here. There, yep. Okay, try this tire spoon here. Maybe this will give me some good leverage without damaging anything. Oh, there it goes. Just had to get the right angle, I guess. So, there it is. There's the valve cover. Well, nothing looks broken. The camshaft looks okay. It's not really banged up, and the lobes look pretty dang good, so that's definitely a usable part as well. Definitely pretty loose timing chain there. I'm sure this engine was a ticker. Now, to take the head off, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bolts, and they're all gonna be a nightmare to remove. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit all this stuff with some penetrating oil, and I'm gonna go have some lunch and let that soak in for a little bit. Now it looks like these spark plugs are actually gonna be in the way. Yeah, these are no good. That one was like barely even threaded in there, and it's a different kind. This is a Champion. Yeah, that one's barely even threaded in either. So it kind of seems like this engine did have some issues. It probably wasn't, it's probably why they pulled it off of whatever bike it was on, because it either had no compression, or what I think happened is the timing chain probably skipped, judging by how loose that feels, which would definitely make it not run. So number one, we got the nut off. Oh, that's a tight one. I'm gonna do this in a crisscross fashion so that we don't warp the head. There we go. There we go. Felt like it was about to round out the head of the nut, but we got it. Gonna need to use a magnetic pickup tool to get some of these out. Now we got it. These are actually coming out pretty easy, probably because I soaked the threads. There we go, we've got all of the nuts off. None of the studs came out, which is great. I lost my 10mm socket. How cliche. I'll just have to use a different one. Now there's a couple extra little bolts holding on the head, like this one right here. Now I think what we also have to do is remove the timing chain tensioner. I actually don't really know what that does just yet. But let's get this bolt out. That's holding the head to the cylinder. Okay, and then let's loosen up the timing chain tensioner. Flathead screwdriver on that. That timing chain tensioner definitely doesn't feel right. It should be way more springy than that. Feels like it's probably seized up, and maybe that's why this engine went kaput. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what, once we get this head off, if anything's actually blown up in there. See, it does turn over. So I think what I have to do is pull this sprocket off of the camshaft, and that will release the tension on the chain, and then we should be able to get the camshaft off there, and then the head should come off next. Okay, so that was pretty easy. Now we can just slip this timing chain off with a sprocket. Oh, got it. Pull it the other way. So there is the camshaft. Definitely a good sellable part. And now, oh yeah, it's loose. There it is. And we got it. Doesn't look so good in there. Yeah. It doesn't look like anything's broken. It is just extremely dirty. There's a ton of sludge built up, and there's also some water in the cylinders. There we go. So there's the cylinder. The thing I always like to check to see how the engine was performing is basically just to look see at the top of above this first piston ring, you can see a lot of carbon buildup, but you don't see any of that under the first ring, which means that these piston rings were sealing up just fine, and they all look like that. Now let's have a look at the bottom of the head. This always has quite a story to tell. Definitely pretty dirty, but I think it would probably clean up all right. All right, let's keep going. Let's see if we can get this chromed Honda side cover off. I don't know what's behind this one. Maybe the points? Oh no, it is the points. So that's definitely something I can sell. There we go. Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna have to get this Kickstarter off next anyways. All right, there's the Kickstarter. There we go. Okay. I see what's holding it on. There's a little C-clip in there. I got it out of the groove. Yeah, I actually found it. Wow. Okay. So now, there we go. Clutch basket is off, and we'll get these bolts off. How do we get this starter motor out of there? It looks like there is one bolt right here. Okay. That out. I think we're gonna have to pull off this cover next. There we go. So let's go ahead. Get this side cover off. Wow, there's a ton of water in there. It's just pouring out. Wow. This is definitely one of the weirdest clutch systems I've seen. But how it works is basically clutch cable pulls up and it pushes this long rod out, which goes all the way to the other side of the engine and actuates, pushes that pressure plate out. Now that that cover is removed, I can see that there is another bolt holding the starter motor on, which I just removed. There we go. Starter is removed. We can test this with my jump starter. Hook up the negative to the housing, the positive to the wire, and let's go. Yep, it works. Woo! Yeah, I think this is an oil pump. Not too sure, but let's go ahead and remove it. Oh yeah, definitely an oil pump. There we go. There we go. There is another good sellable part. Well, there is the 15 tooth sprocket. We're definitely getting down to the nitty gritty here. There's another piston, yet another piston, one to go. There we go. Here on the back end, we've got 3 bolts here that hold the cases together. Got some more up on the top here. Go. 1, 2, 3. Oh. I don't know where that oil came from. Well, that was a freaking mess. Holy crap. I thought this thing was drained of oil for some reason. Apparently not. After I pulled those bolts out, oil just started draining out all over my work. I eventually just got an oil pan, pulled the drain bolt out, and a ton of oil came out. Basically the whole oil pan was completely full. So I am going to go ahead and get the rest of these bolts out, holding the cases together. There's a lot on the front. Oh, and there we go. There's some more freaking oil coming out. Now there's two other ones that I can't get to because the oil filter housing is in the way. It's gonna be a tough one, I can already tell. If I can't get this bolt out, I'm in trouble. It's not good. Yep, it's just rounding that freaking bolt out. Great. Finally got it. So this oil filter housing was actually already broken. The bottom fins were snapped off. So that's why I was kind of just breaking it, because I didn't care anymore. And it was kind of making me mad. There's the oil filter that was in there, Fram CH6009. It doesn't look that bad. Right, so let's continue on splitting the case. Got two more bolts here. Oh, that was actually pretty easy. There we go, we've got the oil pan off. And there's the oil screen. That's good to have. Oh, there is one bolt there. Wonder if that's holding the cases together. Let's pull that guy out. Yep. Yep, that was it. That was it, my lads. So it appears that the the crankshaft is sticking to the top case. I would like it to stay in the bottom. There we go. Popped it loose. Just look at that baby in motion. Oh, let's just go ahead and do what we do know, which is the transmission. There's the first piece, the second piece. So let's go ahead and pull the connecting rods. And those guys are torqued. There we go. Just needed a slight tap. So there is one connecting rod, and let's see how these bearings look. Definitely some scoring right in the center. If someone were to replace the bearings, these would be good to go. Oh, this bearing on this one actually doesn't look so good. It's got big gash right there. Has a big gash in it right there, but I'm kind of starting to think maybe it's supposed to look like that. So I got a stator puller flywheel puller from Motion Pro, brand new. I tried to use just a normal bolt, but I couldn't find one in the correct size and thread pitch. This also came with a grease pack, that's weird. There it is, it's basically just a bolt with a tapered end that is going to thread right into the stator. And then we simply tighten it down until it pops the stator off. Oh, got it. That thing was in there. Now I'm going to get the shift drum out. I've removed all of the little clips holding in these pins. And then there's just one thing left holding it in, which is this big bolt right here. So once we pull that off, there we go. So we're going to pull out the shift drum there, get these guys back on in the correct order, and then we can get these pins back in. Each of these forks has its own guide here, as you can see. So let's pop these little pins in, and then there's little retaining clips as well. So this is the thing that actually slides the gears into different places in the transmission. Pretty cool little invention here. This is going to be a good sellable part. So apparently to pull this whole starter clutch spindle out of the block, you need a slide hammer. I don't have a slide hammer, but what I did have was this bolt thing that's threaded into the spindle, and then I have a tire bead breaker which can go right there. Hold it like this and we'll see if we can rack that thing out of there. Oh, got it. I can't believe that actually worked. Holy crap. Pull this out, pull that out, and then I can just pull the whole crankshaft and starter clutch out. And now we're just left with the starter clutch assembly here, which simply slides out of that big chain. So that's what it looks like inside. And then this obviously slides in like that. Then we've got the crankshaft. Get that chain off of there. Get the old timing chain off because no one should reuse this, so I'm gonna just throw it away. And then we've got the crankshaft, the final part. There we go. Well guys, I have a crap ton of parts here. I've got about 20 eBay listings ahead of me. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Engine is completely disassembled. In the next part, I'm going to go through the parts, clean them up a little bit if I even have to, and then I'm going to list everything on eBay, talk about projected profits from this whole disassembly, see what other people are selling this stuff for, and then in the third video, which might come out a while from now, I'll actually talk about how much money I actually made from selling the parts. And some of the stuff I probably will sit on eBay for a long time. With motorcycle parts, it seems like it doesn't really heat up until springtime when people want to start getting their bikes ready for the summer. So this stuff might sit for a few months, but either way, I've got some good listings and I'm definitely going to make money from this. If you enjoy this kind of thing, then hit that subscribe button because there's lots more coming. Comment down below how much money you think I'm gonna make from all these parts. I'm guessing I'll probably make around 500 bucks if I'm lucky. That's my goal. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video where I actually clean these parts up and get them up on eBay. And then we'll see how much money we make. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.